In the days of Abraham, the world was divided into kingdoms ruled by mighty kings who often fought one another for power, land, and wealth. The land of Canaan, where Abraham lived, was surrounded by nations that were constantly at war. Among these were the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, wealthy but wicked places that would soon draw Abraham's attention in a way he never expected. Far to the east, there was a powerful king named Kedorlaomer, ruler of Elam. For 12 years, 5 western kings, those of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Bela, Zor, had served him and paid tribute. But in the 13th year, they rebelled. They were tired of being under foreign rule and refused to continue paying tribute to Kedorlaomer. Kedorlaomer, angered by their rebellion, gathered his allies, Amraphel, Arioch, and Tidal, and set out to punish those who defied him. The 4 eastern kings began a sweeping campaign of destruction, conquering and defeating every nation that stood in their path. They crushed the Rephaim in Ashtaroth Karnaim, the Zuzim in Ham, the Emim in Shave Kiriathaim, and the Horites in Mount Seir, pushing as far south as El Paran near the wilderness. No one could stand against them. The 4 kings were fierce, powerful, and unstoppable. Finally, they turned back north and came to Hazez and Tamar, later known as En-Gedi, and attacked the Amorites and Amalekites. The 5 kings of the plain realized they had no choice but to fight back. So they gathered their armies and prepared for battle in the valley of Siddim, near the Salt Sea, the Dead Sea. It was 4 kings against 5, but the 4 eastern kings were stronger. The battle was fierce, but it ended in disaster for the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah. Their armies were defeated, and as they fled, many of their soldiers fell into deep asphalt pits that filled the valley. The rest ran to the mountains, leaving behind their cities and treasures. The victorious kings looted everything: gold, silver, livestock, food, and supplies. But worse still, they captured Lot, Abraham's nephew, who had been living in Sodom. They took Lot, his family, and all his possessions, and marched away. When one man escaped the chaos and ran to tell Abraham what had happened, Abraham was living peacefully by the great trees of Mamre the Amorite. The news struck him like a thunderbolt. His beloved nephew Lot had been taken captive. Abraham could have stayed out of it. He could have said, "Lot chose Sodom for himself. He must face the consequences." But that was not Abraham's heart. He was a man of faith, courage, and love. Lot was still his family, and Abraham would not abandon him. Without hesitation, Abraham gathered 318 trained men, servants born in his household. These were not soldiers by profession, but loyal men who trusted and respected